Okay, so today I'm just going to talk briefly about justifying answers on the AP test because we've gone through a few different types of questions that you need to answer, but there's a lot of wording that you will be expected to write. So I tried to summarize that for you guys um, in one document, and then Kylie will go over the hidden meanings in the wording that you should also look for, which we've talked about a little bit, but a document that will summarize that for you as well, for several different types of questions. And then finally, Kylie will be spending the most time with everybody on the calculator today. So you guys all need your calculators close to you. Just make sure you grab it. Hopefully it's charged if it's rechargeable. So there are different types of questions that are all summarized here. And so you will, even if you answer questions correctly, if you don't in words say things the way they want it to be said, then that won't sufficiently justify your answer. So they want very specific wording. So you can continue. They want you to be concise, and they want you to say like a very specific sentence. Usually it's only one sentence, but even if you put that and you go on and you say too much, they're definitely going to take points off. So you've really got to be careful that you don't end up ruining the points that you just earned by saying things that are not correct. And they actually call that, even if you have a correct answer numerically, but you go on and you simplify and then suddenly you make a mistake in your simplification, they're going to say that you're going to lose the point that you already earned simply because they call that going too far. So you always want to stick to what you know to be correct for sure, and stop there. So go ahead. So yeah, this is a very important point. Keeping wording correct. For example, if you're talking about a function that, if you're talking about proving that you have a maximum, you need to say that the derivative is positive and negative. You not say that the derivative itself is increasing or decreasing. It would be the function that's increasing or decreasing. So there's a few different ways to say things, but you just have to be sure that you don't accidentally write derivative when you mean function and vice versa. So on to tip number 3. Also, that you can't use the word it. So they will not accept it. You can't even just say function. You actually have to use the notation they give you. So use the name of the function as this suggests at the bottom. Use f of x, f prime of x, whatever the name is, so that you're constantly referring very specifically to what is part of the problem. Next slide, please. Okay, and then so the reasons that you're using are actually, what you're learning in class. So just make sure that you really understand those reasons too, because once you understand those reasons, then it'll be easier for you to get your wording correct rather than incorrect. You won't get it mixed up. Okay, go ahead. And then, like I did talk to you about conditions, right? So before you can use the MVT, IVT, EVT, etc., or if you're asked to find something on continuity, you will always have to check things based on the conditions that need to be met for each of those theorems, or for this definition of continuity or anything else. Differentiability is another thing that you want to make sure you double check and make sure all conditions are met before you proceed with any of these as part of your reasoning.